off work and then work overtime the next day to make it up. It probably sounds like a big waste of money, but now ABC 15's Jay Reynolds explains why some lawmakers are asking why one state agency allowed this.
They've got to answer some questions.
A call out to the Department of Economic Security. They took a mandatory furlough day, but then called in workers for overtime the very next day.
I was outraged, as most people, I'm sure, were.
State Representative John Kavanaugh wants some answers.
My concern is the timing of the furlough.
But the DES says it was unavoidable. They're required to save money.
One of the ways we have to do that is by complying with the order to shut down for mandatory statewide furloughs.
They also have to meet federal mandates in processing applications, and they have a lot, nearly double from last year.
If we did not do this, we'd be facing millions of dollars in penalties.
Yet, despite the overtime a day after a furlough, they've cut personnel expenses by nearly $20 million in the last 2 years, putting them under budget.
If we had more staff, we wouldn't have to work as much overtime.
But some say the question is, when you're short on staff and needing to take overtime, why take a day off just to pay time and a half the next day?
If they could have avoided this, that's a real problem for the agency and for the taxpayers.
The state requires all agencies to take 6 furlough days this year. In Phoenix, Jay Reynolds, ABC 15 News.